Well, I think, as you've been saying, we've got the negotiations going on in China today, and it does look like there's some positive vibes coming out of that, both from the negotiators there on the ground, and as you mentioned, the president saying he may even push back the deadline. So, I think that that's helpful for markets, taking a little bit of risk out of the near term. But I still think we've got a long way to go in this debate about on US-China trade relations. That could last for years, to be honest.
Stephen, when you talk about being helpful for the markets, I mean, even with or without a trade deal, there is reason to be concerned about the growth slowdown taking place in China as we speak. The trade data today, though, with you looking at imports and exports beating expectations, does that give some confidence for the market?
I think it should. I think certainly there's signs that the pace of growth in China has slowed. But the most recent numbers have actually been a little bit better than expected, and today's numbers are the same. So we're expecting growth for this year in China of 6.3%. So that's certainly a slowdown from the last few years, but still a pretty good pace, and I think consistent with what the government's target will be.
And if you consider the fact that the government has pledged its support for the economy, if it has to continue on with these trade discussions without an outcome, that is, I mean, if you look at the certain sectors that should benefit in the way of infrastructure stimulus, other areas of the economy that are meant to get support, I mean, where do you see buying opportunities off of this specific trade alone?
Well, as you say, I think we should expect further stimulus from the government. So infrastructure spending, we've had a big increase in bond issuance, so looks like local governments will be spending some money there. Tax cuts are coming, I think further rate cuts from the RRR as well. So I think right across the broad infrastructure, construction sectors, even the consumer with those tax cuts, we think of that tax cut as well is potentially there. So I think that construction sector, infrastructure, even consumer goods should be supported by government policy.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.